projects. very helpful in that sense because AI has access to data all across the world. So it gathers what has been happening across the world, but also it comes up with its own solutions as well. Supporting problem solving with data is again tied to what we've been talking about previously. So, problem solving is one of the biggest skills that AI can help with, or brainstorming as well. Making advanced technology available to everyone. We talked about this just on the previous slide, so making sure everybody's feeling included through using advanced technology and empowering small teams to create large impact. So a lot of organizations or businesses are losing funding or they don't have the funding or the capacity to hire a bigger team. So AI now being utilized to make bigger impacts within that small team, right? And then opening opportunities for entrepreneurship and creativity. Since AI started, there are a lot of jobs that opened through the creative use of AI or through the use of AI. And then the ethical use of AI, this is something that we really all important for us to make sure that we understand. So it is important that we protect privacy and check accuracy. So protecting the privacy of the people you are working with or of the information that you're putting to AI is really important. Something I usually do if there is a name, I either delete the name or I replace it with the letter X. Right? And then again, if there's numbers, I replace it with more AI and its uses in everyday life. I have been implementing AI in many different ways in my life, including the classroom, my own business, and on my personal life as well. Today, I'll be sharing a few things with you that have helped me a lot, as well as things that you could be working on now or the future to help you utilize AI. So, we'll start by sharing my screen with you. Okay, so as I mentioned, today we are going to be talking about artificial intelligence. We'll be referring to it as AI, and then it's where our focus is artificial intelligence or AI in action. So we're looking at transforming how we learn, work, and innovate with AI. So today we will be going over a few things. We will start with what is AI and how is AI incorporated into our everyday life, and then why it matters nowadays. And then we're going to look at AI across sectors and how it could be used or has been used already. And then how does AI, you can use AI at work, and then how do you use AI to stay organized? And then the use of AI in terms of accessibility and inclusion, and then innovation with AI. How can you innovate with the use of AI? And then the last thing we're going to be looking at the ethical use of AI. When is it ethical and when it's not ethical to use AI, but also in terms of privacy as well. And then skills for the futures, for the present, and then the human role, the role that humans work play when it comes to AI. So, what is AI or artificial intelligence? AI is a technology that allows computers to learn patterns, make decisions, and perform tasks that usually require human thinking. So, as you just heard, AI is just a technology that is utilized to learn patterns, to make decisions, but also to perform tasks that require a human thinking. And usually, most of the time, it's repetitive tasks, actually. AI learn from data, that we input or things that we interact with AI, it improves over time and then it supports people by handling complex or repetitive work. So if you use AI often, you will see that AI will start to learn who you are and it will start to produce a product that's aligned with what you're asking for. An example of AI or what AI can be used for is voice assistant, the chatbots, translation tools, recommendation systems, medical diagnostics, and automated scheduling systems. There are many, many uses for AI, and this is only just a very small example of how AI is being incorporated or used nowadays. Types of AI that we use in our everyday life. So we have assisted AI, which helps with simple tasks, for example, spelling, Google Maps, and many other things as well. And then we have the augmented AI, which works with people to improve the quality and speed so such as the translation tools, chatbots, and so on. And then the last one is the autonomous AI, which is operates with little or no human input at all. It's usually self-driven. This is one of the most advanced AI that exists nowadays. We do not see it very commonly in everyday life. The other two are more common. Why AI matters? AI matters for multiple reasons. One thing you want to know that AI is staying, it's not going anyway. So it is better for us to understand how AI works and start to incorporate it to our work. Maybe because it will allow us to save some time and maybe it will increase our efficiency as well. So we'll start with AI matters because it increases efficiency and accuracy. As I mentioned, AI is a system that will learn from data you input into it. So it will be more accurate than maybe us typing into the system because we are more likely to make a mistake where AI is a system that learns from data and then will input the data that it learned from. Uh, it reduces time spent on repetitive tasks, so it allows us to save a lot of time on tasks that maybe we have to do 5 or 10 times at work every day. For example, sending emails. Sometimes sending an email could take up to 30 minutes. If we try to drafting an email, you're looking at the tone, you're looking how is it going to come across? You're saying, how am I going to say this nicely? If you use the right prompts with AI, it will save you a lot of time. And usually, the email that will take you 30 minutes could be done in 2 or 3 minutes. Improves accessibility for people of different backgrounds or all backgrounds and abilities. So if we look at our dynamics now in the community, we have a lot of newcomers and a lot of immigrants. So AI has been helpful in many ways in that sense because it helps with translation tools, it helps with language learning, it helps with producing better product in terms of writing as well but also could be used as a speech text as well, right? And then it could be used to describe things that you see on the screens. So it could be used for people from all backgrounds and all needs. So it's been helping a lot and helps solve complex problems, helps with brainstorming ideas and supporting decision making. Um, AI is being used as a brainstorming platform most of the time now to say, this is the problem that I have, and then what solution can you offer for this problem? And what's happening now, many organizations and people are doing this and they take the output of AI and they work on it to improve it and make it even better. Benefits of AI across different sectors. I am going to be talking about some benefits or how AI has been used across different sectors. Uh, and then I'm including just very few sectors, not all the sectors, because if I were to include all the sectors, we will be talking about this for maybe 5 or 6 hours, right? My things are the points I'm going to talk about are very brief because I know AI is used in so many different ways. I just wanted to highlight maybe the main ways AI is being used in different sectors. So if we look, first one is education. So AI is used in education a lot nowadays. As an educator and a teacher, I use AI most of the time. That's because it saves me a lot of time, but also it is way more efficient for me. So it supports language learners. That's one of the biggest benefits of AI. As an English additional language teacher, I use AI because it supports language learners. I use it as a tool. I do not use it to replace their learning. It creates differentiation or it creates differentiated materials. A text that maybe I want to adjust for somebody's level, reading level, I can just put it to AI and say, I would like you to adjust it to this level, and AI will do that for me. Again, saves a lot of time. Help track student progress. It's very, very useful in terms of tracking student progress. I use a lot of chatbots for formative assessments most of the time or to test the prior knowledge. So it tells me where the student stands at now and what do I need to work on with them, and then develops engaging learning activities. Again, we can use AI to develop a lot of engaging activities that students would participate in and engage in and thrive in. And then the second sector we are talking about is healthcare. AI is being used in many ways in healthcare, but mostly it's used to help diagnose disease faster. Remember, is a technology that learns from data. So the more data you put into it, the easier will be to make any diagnosis. It improves patient scheduling. So scheduling wise on the administrative side is very, very helpful, and then it supports progress tracking and trends as well when it comes to disease or illnesses. So, for example, if you need to take a medication every day, you could use an AI platform to track if you took the pill every day or the medication every day. And in terms of the trends, it's used by mainly by doctors or by scientists to track any trends. And then it reduces administrative workload for the administrators of the hospitals or for doctors or for nurses. And then we move into business and finance. So AI is being used to predict market trends, automates customer service. So if you notice nowadays, there's a lot of automated service chatbots online, or when you call the phone, it's an automated phone. So you tell it, and then it will direct you where you need to go. It improves its fraud detection, so AI is being used to detect the fraud and then manages documents and reports. It's very, very helpful when it comes to making reports or writing reports and just summarizing either reports and documents for you. And then government and non-for-profits, it improves services delivery. So AI is used on multiple levels for in terms of service delivery in both in the government and non-for-profits, and then helps analyze community needs. It's also used to analyze the community need or what if you're doing a survey, it will take the data and then it will make you a beautiful report that focuses on the needs, for example. Implementation of support tools and procedures that is used to implement a lot of support tools and procedures in the workplace to make sure everything runs smoothly, and then enhance communication within the public. So it could be used a lot in terms of marketing or communication with the public. So if you want to create posts on social media or on the website as well. It's being used a lot in that way as well. And the last sector we want to address today is the creative industries or the creative sector. So it's used to support video, audio, and media production. It is being used a lot in that sense, not only in this sector, it's pretty much in every single sector that I have mentioned already and other sectors as well. It generates ideas for campaigns. So a lot of our marketing Teams are relying on AI now to generate ideas, more interesting, more trending ideas that will attract attention, and then enhance design and editing as well. How AI helps people at work. So if you are a person who works, this is maybe something for you. You maybe want to listen to this. How can you use AI to help you at work to be more efficient, to save time, to be more proactive, and so on? So AI can help you with procedure drafts, reports, and emails quickly. Again, as I mentioned, remember AI could be used to save you a lot of time on reports and emails. What is important that you always double check what comes out of AI. It is super important to proofread and then make the necessary changes that you need to make. Creates presentations and visual explanations is very, very helpful if you're a person who requires a lot of visuals in your work. You just put the prompts of what you want to be created, it will create the visual for you. Helps to brainstorm solutions. Again, if you are a person who deals with a lot of problems within your workplace, you can put into the problem into the AI, and then it will give you possible solutions. Please ensure that you're not using any actual names or any data that is uh, falls under the privacy rules within your company, because AI is a chat bot most of the time, or it is a technology that uses data. So make sure you respect everybody's privacy, right? Enhances teamwork and communication. It's been used in many ways to enhance the teamwork and communication within the team or within the company as a whole. And then it saves times on repetitive tasks, which, as I mentioned earlier, and then improves accuracy and reduces errors as well, uh, as been mentioned already. AI for organization and proactivity. This is very, very important if, to stay organized and proactive, just to help make your life a little bit easier, right? So, smarter task lists. AI is able to make you any lists that you want, and then you can check it as you go. Automated calendars and reminders. Again, it will be able to automate your calendars and remind you when things are coming up or beforehand. It's up to you to choose that. Document organization and summarization. It is really, really good at summarizing the main points of any document that you have, and spend instead of spending hours reading documents, it will summarize the most important points for you, depending on what you tell it and what you prompt it, the important things for you. It's also being used as summarizing emails even now. So it's incorporated to emails, and you can summarize your email. So you don't, if you have a very lengthy email, you don't have to read the full email. It will summarize the main points for you. And then streamline workflow planning. Again, when it comes to workflow planning, it's very, very, very helpful. Research support and fact finding. If you're a person who requires to do a lot of research, you can change the setting on in AI to specific sources that you requires AI to get the information from, and then it will actually get you information from accurate sources or reliable sources. And then easy meeting notes and action steps. This is one of my favorites. It can be used for easy meeting notes and action steps. So there are an AI platform that you could use to record the meeting everybody's talking. It will create you the meeting agenda at the end, and then action steps of things that need to be completed. AI and accessibility, this is more if you are looking to implement inclusion in the workplace or at the school or in your daily life. So AI supports inclusion by offering translation into multiple languages. Again, might not be 100% correct, or that translation might not be 100% accurate, but it will serve the purpose. The clear
Or in your
definitions and
daily life.
explanations
So
for
AI
many, many
supports
things when it
inclusion by
comes to
offering
language learners
translation
again.
into multiple
It
languages.
will be very helpful because
Again,
also you can level the
might not be
text of the
100%
definition
correct, or
or
that
the
translation might not be
explanation that you
100%.
need. Or even if you're not a language learner and you are struggling with a specific concept, it will explain that one concept for you in many different ways. speech to text for people with mobility or writing challenges. This is used a lot in schools, so where students just talk into the computer or the iPad and then it will create the text for them. This is for people with mobility or writing challenges. So it is accommodating, but also making sure that every students have the accommodation they need to perform well, right? Visual descriptions for people with low vision. It's able to do that as well. So describe things that pop up on the screen or in front of you. This is for people who have hard time seeing or with low vision. And then simplified reading formats I have mentioned already. This ensures more people can fully participate in work and community life. So making sure that we use AI to include everybody and instead of excluding everybody is really, really, really important because we are all thriving toward inclusion, and that's something we want to make sure we understand and we know how to use AI to make sure everybody feel included. Innovation through AI is one of my favorites because I feel AI is going to keep innovating and keep going. It will not stop any soon. So AI encourage innovation by helping organizations create new services. So as I mentioned previously, you can put any problem into the AI, it will create you the solutions. The solution doesn't have to be a product, it could be a service as well, right? So it is now what's happening, a lot of organizations they study what's happening in the community around them and say this is the issue that we have, and then we need a solution, for example, on a very low budget, or we don't have the funding, what we can do, right? So it's been very, very helpful in that sense because AI has access to data all across the world. So it gathers what has been happening across the world, but also it comes up with its own solutions as well. Supporting problem solving with data is again tied to what we've been talking about previously. So problem solving is one of the biggest skills that AI can help with, or brainstorming as well. Making advanced technology available to everyone. We talked about this just on the previous slide, so making sure everybody is feeling included through using advanced technology and empowering small teams to create large impacts. So a lot of organizations or businesses are losing funding, or they don't have the funding or the capacity to hire a bigger team. So AI now being utilized to make bigger impacts within that small team, right? And then opening opportunities for entrepreneurship and creativity. Since AI started, there are a lot of jobs that opened through the creative use of AI or through the use of AI. The ethical use of AI, this is something that we really, really all important for us to make sure that we understand. So it is important that we protect privacy and check accuracy. So protecting the privacy of the people you are working with or of the information that you're putting to AI is really, really important. Something I usually do if there is a name, I either delete the name or I replace it with the letter X. Uh, right? And then again, if there's numbers, I replace it with some a symbol or I take it out. So it is that we ensure that we protect the privacy of the business or of the company or with the client that we are working with, and then check for accuracy. As I said before, it is very, very important for you to proofread, check if the information that is given correct, and check if the information is given is what you're looking for, even, right? And then avoid bias. It is really, really important when you write a prompt on AI that you tell AI, I need you to avoid any bias, if it's religious or cultural or whatever, or political even, right? And depending on what you're asking AI, right? It is very, very important that you prompt AI to do that. Otherwise, AI does not recognize that you don't want any bias in the solutions or you don't want any bias in the problem that you're trying to solve. And then use AI to support people, not to replace them. It is super important. What I have noticing or what I have been hearing, that's a lot of organizations or businesses are laying people off because now AI can replace their job, right? This is should not be this way. Rather, AI should be used as a support tool and a tool to support people to grow and advance rather than replacing them. And then ensure transparency when AI is involved in decision making. I think ensuring transparency should be always, whenever you use AI, that should be disclosed, especially if you work with the clients or with sensitive matters or topics, right? That's always should be the case. As you say, I did use AI to brainstorm ideas, or you should disclose that AI was used. But more importantly, when it comes to decision making, so if you're making a decision with the help of AI, you need to make sure that you're very transparent and you inform who's ever need to know that you used AI to make come up with this decision. AI for the future. So those things that you could be working on for the future or things that you could start to think of, that's how can I improve for the future? How do I make sure that I'm using AI the proper way, right? So you can professionals benefit from learning. So it is really important for you to learn the following: how to ask effective prompts. So asking effective prompts is very, very important when using AI. What is being done now? A lot of people use AI as a search tool only, right? AI is capable of way more than that, right? So an effective prompt should have the role of AI. So you should tell AI what you want it to act as. So do you want AI to be a teacher? Do you want AI to be a grant writer? Do you want AI to be a facilitator? What do you want AI to be, right? You have to tell it that. And then you have to be very clear and very specific on what you want it to do. So you have to prompt it very accurately and very specifically what you want it to produce. You have to set the tone. What type of product are you looking to get at the end, and what tone are you getting it? So those are a few things that you can consider when it comes to writing a prompts. Uh, how to check AI generated information is really, really important as well. So making sure, how do I know which work or which product is AI generated and which product is a human generated? The AI is advancing so much that people are having hard time differentiating what's AI generated and what's real life generated, right? It is super important to have that skill. And then how to combine human strengths with AI tools. So always utilize human strengths first, and then think about how can I use AI tools to make to even get better and grow much faster, right? And then how to manage digital data is very, very important, or is going to be super important. Making sure everything is digitally, and then how to think critically about technology. Things you could be doing today or things you can use AI for today or what is being used already is drafting email proposals and reports, translation and simplify documents, planning events and programs, create checklists and workflows, supporting learning and research, improve time management, and then create creative ideas and problem solving strategies. So this is what AI mainly being used now for. But as I mentioned earlier, there is AI is capable of doing so much more than that. But those things that you could be using AI for today, and if you're not, maybe those things you want to start using AI for to save a lot of time within your life and then to be more efficient. The human side of AI. AI is powerful, but a human remains essential. This is why. It's for empathy. AI does not have that. AI cannot be empathetic toward people, right? That's why humans are important. Judgment. Humans are so much better at making better judgments than AI. We know the people we work with. We know our clients. We know their conditions. AI does not have that information. It is our responsibility to make the right judgment. Cultural understanding, again, AI, remember, it is a technology tool that gathers information of what been putting online, right? And then anybody can put anything online, right? On any website, anything like that. AI is not necessarily will have 100% accurate data, especially when it comes to cultural understanding, right? But what is really important that AI does not understand that every person experience culture in a different way. But as humans, we understand that, and we know that we all experience culture in different ways. Creativity, AI can be very limited when it comes to creativity, right? Humans tend to be so much way more creative than AI. So make sure we use our creativity first before we go to AI. And then ethical decisions, AI should not be involved in making any ethical decisions. Uh, this is a red line we should not cross at all. And then relationship building. AI should never be involved in relationship building. AI could be consulted into us maybe what are some of the healthy signs of a relationship or unhealthy signs of a relationship, but it cannot be used for relationship building. Again, I just want to leave you with one message, and I want to make sure this message comes across 100% and that we all understand this message that AI enhances a human's work. It does not replace the value of the people or the humans. So AI should not replace somebody's job. Final thoughts I want to leave you with. Artificial intelligence is a tool that supports innovation, proactivity, and accessibility. When used responsibly, it strengthens workplace, empowers professionals, and help individuals stay organized, creative, and effective. This is how powerful AI could be. However, if you see in the text, it says when it's used responsibly, right? This is what we need to make sure that we're using AI responsibly. We are not crossing any lines and we are using it ethically as well, right? And then for the rest of the session or today, or for the remaining after this session, I would love for you to take the time to first reflect on where you are at and how are you using AI and how can I better use AI? So that's number one, reflecting on how am I using AI in my life and how can I incorporate it more to save more time and be more efficient. And then number two, I want you to start generating ideas on how AI can be used at your workplace as well to help you maybe with your well-being or be less stressed or to save time on completing some repetitive tasks, right? So first reflect on how can you use AI or how you're using AI already. Second, how can you implement AI, right? Um, this is it for me. I hope that you enjoyed this session and that there was some helpful information for you. If you do have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. But for now, have a great day, and then I look forward to hear from you soon. I enjoyed this session and there was some helpful information for
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this special section uh, of the Future Canada Project Skills Development Initiative for 2025 Training Labs. And we are excited to have hosted these sections, 8 sections, all the way from October 13 to today, November 29. We've had various facilitators from our communities all over, across Canada, and we are excited we've been able to present this cohort. Uh, will be connecting with us again in the new year, just as we enter the new year to present in new sections. And as we have told us before now, that the training labs are developed on a continuous need assessment uh, review to actually advise us and guide us to know exactly what particular sections or training, what's the focus of our training. And this has been development so far, and we are excited to also remind us of our of couple of activities we have to wrap up the year at TMDC. Come December 13th, we are hosting our annual winter care event. Of course, this is actually a place to go for everyone in our community, for everyone that has a need for something. We are presenting the Helping Hand Project Winter Care with every of the support from our community, from everyone coming together to provide essential support, provide meals, clothing, couple of activities lined up for this event. Join us at Edith Cavell on the 13th of December, 10 a.m. is on a Saturday. We'll be hosting, of course, not by measured or by number to say the biggest, we are having a community outreach and we are welcoming everyone to join us. And on the 24th, we're having the Kindness is Power Gala, having a makeover event uh, for our nominees, for everyone that is being nominated for a makeover in our community. These are many more are what we have in store for everyone in our community for the next few weeks. And this campaign is ongoing, and we are calling for donations, we are calling for partners, calling for collaboration in our community for everyone that have access to something. Every dollar, every donation go a long way to support someone in need in this season. And we are encouraging our friends, our community stakeholders, our corporate partners, or even founders in our systems to come together and make this a success for everyone that has a need. Newcomers, refugees, immigrants, the underserved populations, we welcome you all to this event. Join us December 13 and also December 24. And connect with us through all our social platforms, TMDC, official TMC Studios, and stay connected to all our various activities and ongoing development. And this is TMDC. My name is Tayo Adeyemi. Thank you for having us.